Good morning. I have a great feeling. We have great vibes today.
Among those was Juan Soto, and so he not only showed up to the official reporting day to get his workout in, he showed up in a Juan Soto shirt, just in case you didn't know who the fuck it was walking into the Yankee complex. You didn't know who this beautiful Dominican man is with the muscular arms and the beautiful skin. He got the Juan Soto across the chest just in case you needed a reminder who the F this was. And because he's a big star, he was nice enough to sit down and do an opening press conference. This time not by Zoom. So we've got a picture of Juan Soto in Yankee gear with the Yankee presser backdrop behind us. So I've got a couple of clips. And so I want to talk. So I want us to break down each clip. The first clip here, he's talking about how he is enjoying being a Yankee. He's enjoying the communication and the open dialogue that he's had with the organization and Aaron Boone. And I believe he said it's been A1, which I believe bodes well for our hopes to sign him in the offseason. But here's Juan Soto.
The managers are.
And how has the communication from the Yankees been since the trade about preparation different from what you experienced in the past?
I think the communication has been 1A. Actually, the manager's Aaron Boone. He's been right there every time since I got traded. He was on point every time. He was doing his job. He was keeping me updated about everything that he's been thinking. He just the communication has been unbelievable. As we've seen, it's the first day. We haven't get to follow the schedule or anything, but it's been really cool. It's been really nice so far. Go back.
Yo, peep the shirt though, bro. You know that's a
There we
Schmiede.
have it. Go. Hey, yo,
you got the gun.
Hold on, and look at the arm. Look at the arms,
He
B.
bought that at Dykeman.
Look at the arms.
That's a 207 shirt.
That's a fact. That's the overseas. That is the overseas large. That's the overseas size and chart. Overseas size and chart. That's a fact. That's a fact. That wasn't in inches. That was in cm. That was in centimeters. Centimeters. But yeah, I mean that. But I mean he looks good. He sounds good. And again, Juan, tell me what you think. I think because you have been big on, hey, this is the guy that we have to build our future around. With Judge, and that's our 1-2 punch going forward. This is our core. To feel that, hey, the early returns is I love the communication. I love the relationship I have with the organization and Aaron Boone. That's got to make it feel good.
It does, man, because this is our guy. I've been on Soto since those rumors started. I've been all in on Soto, wanting to sign him long term. I feel like he's a complete hitter, and he said everything you want to hear from someone, just joining a team. He looks happy to be here, and his responses have been good. And I think the biggest communication probably Boone has been talking to him about is convincing him how the number 2 slot is going to be more beneficial to him and the Yankees than the 3 slot, even though I'm sure he ain't putting up a fight, but because everyone knew that was a big issue in San Diego. So I feel like he's giving him the numbers and how he sees it. He's going to alternate him 2 and 3, but probably the majority of the time he's going to be in that 2 slot.
And Juan, I'm glad you said that, because the very next clip is him talking about his thoughts on the lineup. But real quick, hey Johnny, Bobby Cox, watch your mouth. I said 37, not 36. 37 home runs for Juan Soto next year. Watch your mouth, you heard? But here is Juan Soto talking about where he sees himself hitting in the Yankee lineup.
We don't know yet. I talked with Booney about it and everything. He's trying to figure out the lineup and see how it's gonna be. He's gonna let me know, but definitely any spot I'm gonna be, I think it's gonna be fun. As the lineup that we have, it's just a big and deep lineup that we have. So any part of the lineup that I hit, I'm gonna be fine with it.
So there you go. Any part of the lineup, he's going to be fine with it. And I think there's another quote in the next clip that I'm going to say that kind of alludes to Juan what you were saying, that he would be comfortable, even though he doesn't like it, but hitting in that 2 spot. But Adi, really quickly, what do you think about what he's saying here in terms of where he's going to hit, where he wants to hit, and
I mean,
how do you feel?
no, I feel like this is what we need, right? As a Yankee, that noise about him wanting to bat third, that he was unhappy in San Diego because he wanted to bat third, that his agent said he wanted to bat third, all this talk, he squashed that right now. And I think he did it what we're used to and accustomed to with the Yankees. He mentioned the manager, mentioned that, wherever you put me, we're going to be good. We're a deep lineup. He's saying the right things, which to me leads me to believe he's on board and he's in line with what the Yankees are trying to do. And although he might not like it, he's not going to let it show. And I think these are the little tests to show us that he's about this life, and he's about his bag, right? He knows what's at stake, and he's here to show us that he is worth that bag. So I love it. I think what he's saying, hey, that's what we want to hear. We don't want to hear like, hey, but wherever they put me, I prefer this, or he didn't put his foot in his mouth. And I think for that, I give him a grade A.
Agreed. He's handling all these questions well. Everything he said has been kind of spot on. How you feeling about that, Juan?
No, I love it. And it's just something that, I feel like as players and people get older, you grow to understand the media and how to control it. Especially in New York. It's not gonna, like, I feel like his agent or probably family he got in New York, they know, and people know, players know how the media is in New York. So they're trying to like control the narrative, as they like to say, and he wants to be as known as someone who's more, I guess, respectful and going to be a team player than being all for himself, even though he's trying to get that bag at the end of the year.
Yep. No, agreed 1,000%. And no matter where he hits, second or third, he is going to hit right next to the captain, Aaron Judge. They're going to be, one of the best 1-2 combinations in baseball, one of the most potent, back-to-back hitters that you have in this league. And so here's Juan Soto talking about his, what he expects his relationship with Aaron Judge to look like.
The strike zone pretty well. I think both knows the strike zone pretty well. I think it's gonna be or 2 walks, or it's gonna be 2 gappers, but it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be great. Definitely, if I'm hitting in front of him, I'm gonna try to be as much as I can on the bases, so he can do his job and he can drop the hammer to the ball.
Can you learn from each other?
Yeah, definitely.
So really quickly, I want to stop that there. Hold on, I want to stop that there because that speaks to specifically the fact that he has given thought to the fact that I might hit second, I might hit in front of Judge, and so if that happens, my job is to do this. My job is to get on base. My job is to, and Juan, it feeds right into what you were saying and the fact that, hey, I'm not a home run hitter. That's not what Judge is the power guy, but with us, it's either going to be 2 walks or 2 gappers, right? So I love just that mentality and that mindset. And so whether you hit him second or third, I think he's going to be able to adjust. And so, when he's hitting second, I think, he's going to focus more on the on-base stuff. And when he's hitting third, he might be, looking to drive the ball a little bit more. It's going to be in the driver's seat a bit more. And so I think maybe Booney's job is going to be figure out a way to mix and match those two and get great production out of 2-hole Soto and 3-hole Soto. And if you can maximize both of those, then holy shit, you've got a potent offense. But I loved what he said right there.
And he's just a power guy. He's been doing this thing for a long time. I can pick it up a couple things, and even from Yankee Stadium, pick it up what he thinks where the ball is going to carry more, and where we can see where we can hit the ball better and take our advantage, And I definitely can help him out with anything that he needs. I don't think he needs much, but anything that he wants to know, I can help it out with. I'll be there for him.
Chris.
I'll be there for you. So there you go. Looking forward to work with the captain, whether he's hitting second or third. Adi, what do you think?
Yo, I honestly wish that some of these press conference they asked him the same question in Spanish and let him rip in Spanish, right? Because I felt like you could see that he was holding back, and the things that we want to hear as a fan, the passion and stuff like that, gets lost in translation. I give him mad props for doing it in English, but you could see, I don't know, somebody who speaks Spanish or someone that, I'm Dominican, you don't know, now you know, but it's one of those things that you could see that he wants to say a little bit more, but he's focused. He's laser focused on talking about Judge, talking about all the good things that Judge does. And the question was kind of like, would they learn from each other? And he's like, yo, there's not much to learn, from each other because he's great. And I think that that kind of energy is what we want. And like what Juan been saying all along is like, yo, this is the dude. He's showing it. The day one is coming in. Actually, just real quick, he came in yesterday and that girl or like that reporter asked him and they were expecting that good morning. And he's like, no. I'm not supposed to be here today. Right. So he was at camp yesterday before the reporting day and he didn't do the good morning stuff. So, I mean, it's just those little things that you're like, yo, it's the right dude.
Yeah, locked in. How you feeling, Walt?
No, I feel like they're gonna both help each other, because they're both great hitters, and great hitters they pick up things from pitchers. I don't know, pitchers to pitches, how they see the ball, how they attack the zone, or how they attack their approach and their approach when they play in certain fields or certain parks. It's going to be different at all times, and so that's always good when you have two of the best pure hitters in the game hitting back to back. They're only going to be able to pick up from one another than anything else, because it's a blessing. It's like you're playing with two of the top five, top 10 hitters in the game, and they can only benefit from one another.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
And just to add, real quick, Ed, to Juan's point, right? It's those things of that high IQ of these great hitters that it only got to be that Judge will be like, yo, look at this. And the adjustment is there. And I think both of them being so locked in that they could give that to each other or receive it from each other is, it's scary. If I'm on another team, I'll be scared.
No, and I love the fact that he was like, hey, Judge doesn't have much to learn or much to learn, but anything that he does want to know, I'm here. And that's not hyperbole. Juan Soto is one of the few guys that could walk into the clubhouse and Judge is going to be like, hey, game recognized game. Let me pick your brain a little bit, right? Like I expect them both to kind of pick up game from each other, and I love that. And so part of the reason why I've got Soto, hitting a couple of more home runs is, hey, maybe Judge, tells him, hey, on certain days the ball really takes off to right field, and Soto kind of, alluded to that, like, hey, he can really help me in certain areas of just how to know the ballpark and things of that nature. So these guys playing off of each other, it's going to be fun to watch. And the only thing is, we hope that they both stay healthy because 162 of both of those guys hitting 2 and 3. It's going to be amazing to watch. From the and not just the gappers and the home runs and the shuffles, but the way these guys attack at bats and take pitches and work pitchers and spit on that close 0-2 slider that is hard to take. I cannot wait to watch both of these guys back to back just put on master clinics of how to work pitchers. I can't wait to see it. And who's gonna be the beneficiary of it outside of the three of us, the Rizzos and the Torres and the rest of those guys, because both of these guys are gonna see a ton of effing pitches. It's gonna be great.
That's exactly that. I was gonna say the same thing. That's a great point you bring up because we're just talking about Judge and Soto, but they're two great hitters already. So there's very little that they're gonna learn more. but like Verdugo's coming in, another high base on guy. So like maybe, you know, being a lefty and then Rizzo, another high base on guy, like they can learn more from Soto than anything else. And then it puts less pressure on everyone else where, you know, they don't feel the pressure on them. So then it's going to be more impactful for the Yankees and it's going to lead to more runs and more production. So I feel like that's, and then another one that we're not really talking about is Dominguez. You know, they're Dominican guys and the culture could help a lot. That could hit. And Soto's swing could help him and how he sees the ball and everything. It's only going to be best to help the young guys as well.
Yeah, I think right on, Juan. And a lot to do with that is that when the pressure, because of Soto and Judge, take pressure off of the other dudes, they can strive. Last year's issue was that everybody had to be that dude.